We've been walking around the house exploring some. Sadie has no interest, but I did not think we would be at this point. He would love nothing more than for me to put him down and let him explore, but I don't think we're there yet. Okay, I'm gonna go put him back with Sadie, but I just wanted to show y'all. See, we're getting so much better. Yeah. Oh, you just want to play? Yeah. Poor Sadie is trying to sleep in that bed, and all CJ wants to do is play. And poor Remy, she's waiting so patiently. She's so good. My mom actually came to stay with me and help me get my house kind of organized because I've been so busy with the cats and my new job that I haven't had time to put my house together, so everything feels chaotic. So we're gonna go out and run some errands, but I had to show y'all the kitties first. Not gonna lie, I was worried about putting him in here with all of my clothes because I was worried he might spray or not know how to use the litter box, but he's been using the litter box like the king he is. I was gonna show y'all Finn, but he's under the bed. Hey, Finn. I came outside to look for Coop and I don't see him, but I do see his signature paw prints on the windshield. So he had to have been here recently. Remy's gonna go outside, hang out for a little bit before Mom and I leave to go run our errands. I think she's going over to see if there are any snacks in the coop. Are you waiting for me to leave so you can sneak snacks without me watching? Guilty. Guilty as charged. Look at her. She's like, who? Me? What? Not me. That's why I've been keeping that food bowl over here. But Coop likes eating up there so much I put it back. But clearly, someone can't be trusted. You know, out of all the things that a dog could do, eating some cat food is pretty innocuous, so I will take it. I would prefer if you didn't. I would. But at least you're not mean to cats. Look who I have. Sadie would like everyone to know I am holding her against her will, but she has calmed down in the last few minutes. Remy's being so good. She's not rushing up on them at all, which is good because she's here. I don't think they're quite ready for all of her love. If anything, CJ might be ready for Remy's love. Oh, Remy's like, it hissed at me. You just want to be friends. Mom and I traded, so now I have CJ. And Mom had a shirt on that had a hood, so she turned it around and put Sadie in there. I'm gonna go visit your dad, so I'm gonna put you back in your playpen. Chicken Cooper Davis! Hello! Hello, buddy. How's your day been? I don't think you know this, but this is your last week with your balls. So do with that information what you will. Roof man, hi buddy. Oh, are you so chatty? Yeah. I have never met cats chattier than all of the Coop kitties. You're so snuggly. While I was out running errands with my mom. Oh my God, I just love him. Anyway, while I was out running errands, I ended up going to like some bargain and antique places and picked up some cool stuff. So I was thinking maybe I'll do a haul video and show y'all the cool stuff I found. And maybe Ruth could join me for the video. Maybe we will do that. Wouldn't that be so fun? As promised, Ruth and I are going to show y'all what I got today from some bargain and antique places. Ruth will probably come in and out of this video, but first I got a rug. Not super exciting, but this is for my dryer room, which is not inside my house. It's in my carport, so that's interesting, but it's an old house. But also, this 3x4 rug was $10. But then I found an antique store, and that's where I found a lot of good stuff for a gallery wall that I'm working on in my den. That's going to be a lot more eclectic than anything I've done in the past. And personally, I really just like buying secondhand or antique when I can. It's, you know, better for the environment, and I think things have a story that way, you know? Anyway, first thing I found was this, and the hook is actually at an angle so it can hang like that, because I want the gallery wall not to be so cookie cutter, you know. I want to have all different kinds of mediums and shapes and sizes of things, and I just thought that was so pretty. They took the tag off, but I'm pretty sure this was like $12, something like that. My favorite kind of like artwork or anything that I'm gonna hang in my house is something that I feel like I could stare at for a long time, you know, and like keep finding new things or like just enjoy looking at. So I was so excited to find this in the thrift store. This is a map of Birmingham, which is where I live, if you didn't know, but it reminds me more of like a Where's Waldo book. I originally just picked up one of these because I thought it was like a print that someone just had multiples of. It was kind of antique store where like there are individual booths, and they came back and said, no, the guy is selling 20 of these. These are like placemats from a restaurant or something, and he wants $7 for 20 of them. I don't know what I'm going to do with 20 of them, but the guy was selling them as a set. Roofman is slacking on the job for our haul. I love that he feels comfortable enough to sleep though. I also got this wine rack at the antique store. Isn't that so cool? I think that was $10. Last thing I got at the antique store was this pink glass plate. And I got it because it matches some of the other plates that I've bought. I've been buying all vintage plates instead of buying like one whole set of matching plates. I decided to like go to antique stores and find vintage plates that I like. So I have some like this, but I also have a lot more kind of like this. Is that not so pretty? Roof. Okay, so my last stop today was to a Home Goods because I wanted to get a couple lamps for this dresser in my den, and let me show y'all what I found. I don't think I have ever loved a pair of lamps more. Excuse the mess in the background, but I love them almost as much as I love you. Hi, Coop. Did your abuela give you some treats? My mom is still here helping me get the house organized. Today's project is the shed. Your mom has been such a help, hasn't she? We're calling my mom abuela because we are Argentine. Or she is Argentine. My dad is American. Buenos Aires, Argentina, married Hueytown, Alabama. My dad also came, and if y'all thought my mom was the cat whisperer, y'all should see my dad. Look at them. They're making friends. Are you jealous that Sadie's getting attention? Yeah. Look at this progress. I know y'all can't hear over my unbelievably loud AC unit, but he's purring. Roof. Look at his hiding spot. How are you, man? I did end up putting flyers out, and I have learned some new information that I'm going to share in a video all on its own, either today or tomorrow. Really should have just named you Mystery, but Roof fits you quite well. Goodness, you like that stool, huh? It'll be your turn in a minute. My dad has actually said from the beginning that he thinks Sadie needs an advocate. And historically speaking, that is the phrase that he uses right before an animal comes to live with us. But honey, it needs an advocate. And then my mom usually does one of these. And then an animal comes to live with us. Also, my mom has been a superstar with helping me get the shed organized. We really do have the best parents. Remy girl, are you so happy that your abuela and Api came to see you? She was so excited she dashed out the door, which is something we're working very hard not to do. So then I fussed at her, and then she started pouting, and then I felt bad because the dog was pouting, and this is how I know I'm not ready to be a parent. As the puppy eyes get me. Roofman, we gotta update the people. Oh my goodness. Such a snuggle bug. Roof has decided he needs a snack, but I'm going to tell y'all what I learned from the flyers. To summarize, we're moving forward as if I am Roof's owner. I did get to talk to some of my neighbors who said they had seen a cat who looked like Roof based on the description that I gave, and that there were colonies of cats living near their houses that I've never seen before. But out of everyone I talked to, they all said they don't think Roof has an owner, and no one came forward with any identifiable information that would say that they were Roof's owner. But also, funny enough, one of my neighbors has a 501c3 nonprofit and she works with the Birmingham Humane Society. So she told me that if I found other cats or happened to trap other cats and we wanted to TNR them, she could get me set up with Birmingham to have that done for $35 a piece. Wouldn't that be great, Ruth? That was really awesome to learn, and she's so nice. So it's really nice to meet a neighbor who also cares a lot about cats. Now, I did talk to the vet and asked his opinion on the situation, and explained that Ruth did disappear for 9 days. He came back on the 10th day. He had this collar on that was really tight. The vet was really careful with what he said, but he said he thinks what we, I, with the help of y'all through donations, are doing for these cats. So I'm planning to move forward with snipping and chipping, as we're calling it. And the vet did tell me that because I have vet bills and his microchip will be registered to me, and I'm the one who's getting him neutered and treating his, illnesses and feeding him, that I would have possession in the eyes of the law. So all that to say, Roof Man is ours. He and Roof are getting snipped on Friday of this week. The minis have a vet appointment on Wednesday, so that will be exciting. They are actually going to go home with my mom today, and they're going to spend some time with my parents. My parents are going to work on holding them and socializing them. And then they will come back here on Tuesday so that I can take them to their appointment on Wednesday. I think that's all. I think that's all the updates. Did we miss anything, Roof? You like that corner? We have been getting so much done today, haven't we, CJ? Are you just a baby? Sadie has been feeling extra spicy today, so she has no interest in wanting to come see me at all. She's been doing better. She did fall asleep on me last night while I was doing a live, but today's a different story. But this right here, this is my buddy. CJ and I are going to show you something that came in the mail. This is Coop's new GPS tracker. It's still charging, so it's not ready to use, but it will go on his collar hopefully before the evening fireworks start. But we have a plan for that too. While I've been working inside, my mom has been working out in the shed, and I think she wants to show y'all herself everything she's done.
Because I spent 5.5 hours out here in the shed today, really so that I could narrate what it looks like. There in the upper corner is Coop's sleeping spot that I promised that I would leave him. And we're going to leave the shed door cracked open so he can come in here for the 4th. We're going to leave the shed doors cracked. This is my emotional support water jug. If people ask, I did get it at TJ Maxx. Since I found it, we have been inseparable.
The reason we're going to let him hang out in the shed instead of bring him inside is, one, because he doesn't like being inside and I don't want to stress him out being inside with all the noise, and two, since he does have FIV, he has to stay separate from Finn, and I already have Roof in one bedroom, and I'm currently working on putting stuff away in this room, so I'm out of room at the Kitty Inn. Also, the minis are going to go on a trip to stay with my parents for a couple days. This arrangement really was more for my sake and my parents offering to kind of lighten my kitty load for a couple days. Truly, it's only for a couple days. They'll be gone tonight and tomorrow night, and then they're coming right back on Tuesday. But I've been a tad overwhelmed with all the cats and starting a new job and moving to a new city, all within like 3-week time span. It's been good and really, really cool. And it literally would not be possible for me to do any of this without all of you and all of your support, but I'm a tad overwhelmed. I'm going to miss you and Sadie so much though. Finn, how are you doing? I think Finn is enjoying not having the minis here for the time being. He's just gonna have to get over that because they are coming back tomorrow. Look at this video that my mom sent me of CJ and Sadie at their house. Now, when I packed up their stuff to send them to my parents' house, I made a little boo-boo. I thought I got everything, which was like a trunk load full of stuff, which is crazy because they're so small. But y'all know how it is. Small creatures like have a lot of stuff. Everything that was supposed to go went, except this is the zipper top that keeps the playpen closed. So the minis are staying in my parents' bathroom and kind of hanging out in their shower because it has sliding doors. It worked out fine because the space they're in now is actually bigger than the playpen, but boy, did I feel dumb. Remy, are you enjoying being a couch dog? Remy would like for the minis to come back because, oh, she fell. Are you okay? You can get back up. It's okay. Yeah. Finn, are you okay? Do you have emotional damage? We can go see the rest of our friends. Coop, how are you doing, man? He did end up sleeping in the shed last night, which I think worked out well. Watch, this dude is gonna end up with a coop and a shed. That's what I've done all day today, which was very needed, like for my mental health's sake. I've always been a stress cleaner. I used to just think it was because I liked cleaning. Now I think it's a control thing. Like when I feel like I can't control anything else in my life, at least I can control the state of my space. But you know, of all the vices to have, that's not a bad one. Roof! Hello. We've been spending so much time together, haven't we? Yeah. I think it's so funny that you're so chatty. Would you and Finn be friends? Maybe? I really think Roof should stay an inside cat, like, forevermore. He loves being inside. Coop did not like being inside. I was really surprised. He howled and yelled, but Roof likes being inside. And with his history of going on tour, I think he should stay inside. But for us to make that happen, I need you and Finn to be friends. I personally think it's in the realm of possibilities for Roof and Finn to be friends. Now, do I think Coop and Finn would be friends? Probably not. But I think that Roof and Finn could be friends. So we're going to try some introductions after Roof has been fixed. I've been reading up a lot on cats who are FIV positive and negative living together and introducing cats to each other. So we are at least going to try. Good morning. We're getting ready with Roof today. Roof likes to be involved in every part of the getting ready process. I actually usually have to kind of fight him for like space at the vanity. You just want to be involved, don't you, Roof? Yeah. Listen, all I'm saying is that I hope you and Finn get along because I do not think there is any way I could stand it if you went to live somewhere else. He wants my eyebrow brush. This is like, I guess, a sculpting side. I don't know, but I don't use it. Having a snack break? Yeah. Well, we can finish up here because I have some errands to run. I've been working from home this morning, and then a friend is coming by later to see the house and hang out for a little bit. And then after that, I'm meeting up with my mom to pick up CJ and Sadie and bring them back here. Y'all, watch this. He was sitting in my lap, but he fell and lost his grip. Say, that's okay. It happens. We're home. I think we're going to try something different than the playpen this time. Look at Finn. He's like, they're back. Anyway, before they were set up in this corner of my den in the playpen, but I think for the sake of socializing them, they need to have more space to roam around and explore. So I have the front bedroom cleaned up enough where they can come and hang out in here. That room has been the drop zone. You know, when you're moving, that's a space where everything that doesn't have a home yet has gone to live. But I fixed it up and brought their stuff in here so that they can hang out in here. It's kitten unboxing time. Are you ready to come out and play? Oh my goodness. We're gonna start with Mr. CJ. Hello. I know you don't want to see me, Sadie. But CJ will come see me. Your sister's just taking a little more time to warm up, but he has come such a long way. Okay, we're gonna let him explore, and I brought in reinforcements for Miss Sadie. We'll try this first. Hey. Yeah, it's okay. That was good. She didn't hiss at me. Maybe we'll just sit like this for a minute. I'll see CJ exploring. Look at him go. I'm touching her. I know. You're okay. You're doing so good. You're doing, look at you. Look at you. Hi. You're doing just fine. Yeah. She's doing so well. I feel like a proud parent. I will say, this may be the most noise-sensitive cat or animal I have ever come across. She's very jumpy, but I think she's just been used to having to fend for herself outside. So I think she'll calm down. I don't think she's quite figured out that inside and people are safe yet, but I think we're making our way there. Coop, hey man. Are you enjoying hanging out in the shed more than your coop? It's time to get the minis ready to go to their vet appointment. Mr. CJ, how are you doing? Everyone, our Sadie Marie is an expert hider and very good carpet Velcro. Bye, Remy girl. See you when we get back. Bye, Finn. Enjoy your under the bed nap. Bye, Roof. I'll see you in a little bit. Yeah. Bye, Mr. Coop. See you when we get back. Now we can leave. We made it. Someone sang the whole way here. You already had a turn. I held you for a little bit. Now I'm holding your sister. CJ doesn't seem to understand that maybe Sadie should get a turn sometimes. I just love them. CJ, I think your sister is trying to sleep. We're home. Hello. Are you ready to come out and play and tell everyone how your vet appointment went? If I felt like Maya before, I really feel like her now. CJ decided to go explore, but we're working on Miss Mercedes. Luckily, we have all good news from the vet. They were tested for the feline leukemia virus, which is FELV. They were both negative for that. And we tested them for FIV, which is the feline version of HIV. We're bonding, ma'am. And they both tested negative for that as well. Neither of them have worms and neither of them have fleas, which I was shocked because it is flea season and they were living outside under a shed. They are both going back in 1 month for their follow-up boosters, and Coop and Roof are actually going to be dropped off tomorrow instead of Friday. They are being snipped on Friday, but I am working 2 weddings this weekend as a coordinator, one on Friday and one on Sunday. So I'm dropping them off Thursday. It's gonna be a very busy weekend, huh, Mr. CJ? Yeah. I don't know what's been in the air the last couple of days if Sadie is just sharing her spicy with several of us, but I need to say a few things. And I'm gonna have Remy here for moral support. And I'm not going where you probably think I'm going with this. I could go into talking about my full-time job that I work, along with several freelance jobs that I do and the small business that I run, or my 2 college degrees that I worked very hard for. But how would you know that? You don't know anything about me. And that's what I'm going to talk about. This person doesn't know me. They don't know anything about me, but they've made a really harsh assumption about me. And I think we have a tendency to do that. We see a scenario or a situation that we don't have a complete understanding of, and sometimes we jump to the worst conclusion. And that's true for all kinds of scenarios, even the mild ones, even something like not knowing where Roof came from. We all assumed things about his potential owner that weren't very nice, including myself. Even I had to take a step back and think, well, what if it's a person that's disabled, that can't get Roof care? What if it's someone who's elderly, who can't get out of the house by themselves to get Roof to the vet? I think it's in our nature to immediately go to the negative scenarios before thinking of other possible scenarios. Now I'm just pulling out stuff, that I've learned from having 2 therapists for parents. But just like every other human action we will ever do, our thoughts and frame of mind is habitual. And habits can be changed with conscious thought. I've tried in my personal life to make a conscious effort to think of the more mild scenarios before immediately jumping to the worst case scenario. 1, because it's better for my anxiety, but 2, because it makes me a more empathetic human being. And maybe if we all took a little bit of effort to make it a habit to not immediately jump to the worst case scenario, like me not getting a job and working for what I have and just begging people to give stuff to me, as cliche as it sounds, maybe the world would be a little bit of a better place. Do I think there are not great people in the world? Absolutely. But I also think the world is full of a lot of people who are just trying their best, no matter how that looks on the outside. Last thing, watch your mouth. There are kids here. This is not appropriate. Okay, my emotional support Kep and I are gonna go play with the minis. Coop, we're gonna get ready to go. We gotta get some scratchies first. Also, here's a good time to show y'all. This is the new GPS tracker for his collar. It slips inside of this little thing, and then this slips onto the collar. I had to take it off to charge it. I didn't realize I was gonna have to charge it frequently or change the settings, so we'll have to play around with that. Okay, I got his collar back on, and now I'm going to get him in his carrier because I'm taking Coop and Ruth to be dropped off at the vet. Then I'm going to come back here, finish packing for the weekend. So I'm packing up myself, the minis, and Remy, and we're all going to Tuscaloosa to stay at my parents' house. Okay, 1 cat secured. How do you feel, Coop? Okay. Ruth, where are you? You're in your Nemo bed. I honestly never see you in your Nemo bed. Look at what a cuddly boy Ruth is. Coop does not let me do this, but Ruth will sit with me. Okay, we have both men secured in the car. Okay, I have the car running, so they are fine in there. I'm going to feed the minis before I go to drop them off so that they have time to eat and go to the bathroom before driving an hour with them in the car to Tuscaloosa later today. CJ, are you ready to have a snack? Yeah. You're such a little ham. Where's your sister? There's our Sadie. Hey, honey. Okay, now listen to me, CJ. You cannot eat all the food from both bowls, okay? You need to let your sister have some. When I fed them last night, I stayed in here so that, she can just be getting used to CJ, my presence more. But she didn't want to come out and eat. CJ ate all of his and then was going for her food. So I took CJ out of the room for a little bit and we hung out in the den so that Sadie could get a turn to eat. Sir. Pivot. I don't think I said in the video yesterday, but the vet said that he is 2.7 pounds and she is 2.2 pounds, which he says is in the realm of possibilities for them being litter mates. He's probably just a bruiser, being the boy, and she's probably the runt. I'm gonna put this over here for her, so whenever she wants to come out from behind all the stuff I haven't put up yet, she can eat. CJ, excuse me, sir, I want you to practice self-control. Are y'all ready for dinner? The minis, Remy and I are at my parents' house, and in my haste to get out of the house today, I forgot bowls. But my mom is letting us borrow these, and these are actually perfect. Also, we've decided that we're going to try letting the minis sleep in the guest room with me, and Remy will just sleep with my parents in their room with all of their dogs. I am still adding water to their food so that I can at least make sure that they're staying hydrated. Can y'all hear her crunching in the background? Yeah, I'm talking about you. I mean, the legs, it doesn't look comfortable, but I gotta show y'all my parents' pets. This is Luna. She's a husky lab mix. Y'all know Remy. This is Lily. She's our Shepherd Husky mix. And that's Ruby. She is an Australian Shepherd American Staffordshire mix. Luna has a lot of feelings. Don't you, Luna? Felt bad for making the minis wait. So I'm gonna get them set up and then finish showing y'all all the pets. Sadie girl. She's been doing very well today. That's it. Yeah, you're doing so good. Look at you. I have food for you. CJ, are you having fun exploring? Everyone, meet Twig. Twig is a sulcata, sometimes social, sometimes not. When Twig does walk, it is usually away from us. This is Penny. This is my parents' mini cat. Penny is 13 years old. She weighs in at a hefty 8 pounds and she snores like a grown man. She is the queen of the house, and the reason she's so small is because she was malnourished as a kitten before we got her. The reason it wouldn't work out for the minis to stay here is if Penny didn't get along with them. What do you think, Penny? This is Pee-wee.
He is a green cheek conure, pineapple cinnamon.
He only likes my mom, which is why she's holding him. He also likes my brother Scott. I call him the turd bird. He probably ties with Penny for reign of the house. His is a reign of terror, though. Beautiful, but mean. Contrary to my reaction to seeing legs in the backyard, I do like snakes, and my parents have 6 snakes. I won't show them, though, because I don't want anybody to get freaked out. Legs just caught me off guard, okay? No one likes to be caught off guard, huh, Luna? Good morning, CJ. I think Sadie must be hiding, because I can't find her. I did see her this morning, though, so I know she's in this room somewhere. Coming together. Everything's going really well so far. I got to get away to have a lunch to myself. Came back to my parents' house. I'm having taco casa, which is a T-Town classic, having nachos and a taco. This particular sweet tea is one of the things I really miss about living in Tuscaloosa. I don't usually get off-site lunches for weddings, but this is so nice because it lets me change in between setting up and getting ready for the ceremony. And I get to see the puppies. Hey, Remy girl. Luna, would you like to go outside, play in your pool? Or do y'all want cookies? They're like koi fish. Lily, you want to catch? Remy usually waits for delivery. Sit down. Good job. Where's CJ? There he is. CJ, your eyes match my dress. Sadie is sleeping, so we won't bother her. Got the kittens fed, got myself changed, and heels for later. The very first wedding I ever worked, I wore my heels for the entire 10 hours that I was on my feet, and I vowed to never do that again. Y'all, look at these bouquets. Before the ceremony starts, we're gonna open these big barn doors, so it's gonna have all this natural lighting along with these drapes, and the floor pieces as the backdrop. Can we get a little commotion for the dress and the bride? We're about to start. We flipped the space for the reception. This is the best cheesecake I've ever had. Off topic for the wedding, but the vet just called, left a voicemail because I'm, not answering my phone. But they told me that everything went well with Coop and Ruth's surgeries. They've woken up okay, and I get to pick them up tomorrow morning. I'm so relieved. I'm like a worried parent. Everything is done. Now we're just cleaning so that we can go home. I don't usually like barn weddings, but look at that. We're done. The wedding, beautiful. The heat index, 110. Coop and Ruth are ready to be picked up from their surgeries, but first I wanted to show y'all our setup for them for staying inside. Ruth is going to be staying in the room he's been in, which is like my closet room. Finn, I've been letting hang out in here, kind of pick up Ruth's scent. Are you and Ruth going to be friends? He has his Nemo bed, his little tree, this thing that he really, really likes. Finn never cared for it, but Ruth loves it. We have his food in his elevated bowl and his water, of course, with a little distance in between. And Coop will be staying in this bedroom, which the minis were in. The minis are are staying with my parents because I have another wedding tomorrow back in Tuscaloosa, so I'm going to pick them up after that. But it worked out so well for them to stay with my parents because they get to socialize with them, and it gives me a little time and room to get the boys settled after their snipping. Finn had to come help. Do you smell the kittens in here? I have a blanket set up on the futon for him. Nemo bed, another little raised bed that was in Roof's room, but he didn't really like it, so I thought maybe Coop would like it. A cat tower, fresh litter box, some more toys. Same thing here, food and water separated from each other. Let's go get them. They're back. Coop, any word from you? Yes, Roof. I got myself coffee this morning, and when we went through the drive-thru, Roof talked the whole time. You just wanted something from Dunkin', didn't you? Hey, man. Whoa. What do you see, man? His ears honestly look worse to me, but I think maybe it's just because it's been rubbing up against the cone. Which reminds me, I did get 2 of these soft cones. I put them on the wish list and y'all sent them. So I wonder if this would do any better for his ears. Okay, since you're settled and having a snack, we're gonna go see Roof. Roof, man. Hello. Hello. All the vet techs said that you are just the sweetest little love bug. He loves to like scratch his head up against things, which he's having trouble doing with the cone on. They both can eat okay though, but I do think I'm going to try those soft cones. And then I'll watch them for a while just to make sure the soft cones work how they're supposed to. Finn, how are you? Do you smell our friends? Also, I just wanted to say how thankful I am for all of you for helping to get us to this point where we could get them this care. None of this would be possible without all of you and your support, and I'm just so thankful. Good morning, Coop. How was your first night inside? He seems to be doing okay inside so far. I don't know if his attitude has changed about being inside or if it's the medication. Good morning, Roof. How do you feel? If you were with us on our live last night, you know that we tried the soft cone and it did not work for him. It worked for Coop, but not for Roof. So poor guy is just stuck with a cone of shame. Finn, you smell our friends? We are working on it. I am getting everybody's wet food ready. I'm feeding them on plates because I figured it would be easier for them to reach with their cones of shame. But Finn gets one too, so he doesn't get jealous. And then Remy and I are going to head out to Tuscaloosa. She's going to hang out with my parents and play with their dogs while I work the wedding. That's for you, man. Coop was ready. Finn, I gave you some. Listen, I'm telling y'all, I love Finn, but that dude has a toxic outlook and attitude. We love him anyway. I have your food. Come on, Roof. He is definitely the most chatty out of all of them. Are you ready to go see your friends? Show him, sit down. Wait, sit. I'll come right here. Sit. Good girl. Okay, go ahead, Remy. Yep. She's like, are we really going? Good girl. Remy, are you so excited? She'll get excited when I start the car. Watch. CJ, good morning. I disturbed his breakfast. Good morning, Sadie. I went to try to pick her up and she told me exactly how she felt about that. I've noticed that she does better like once you're holding her, but like first picking her up, getting her out of her cozy corner, she does not do very well with. We are making progress though.